What's happening? Yeah. What's happening, everybody? Sorry about last week. I had company over for a while, but unfinished JB and Ron. Is Ron still here? He was in early. But yeah, logging truck in Ohio. They were leveling a bunch of stuff down the road from us, and I just happened to get behind one of them. My daughter hates that because of what's the movies? Hey, old Mac, Dan, um, Final Destination, where all that weird shit happens, the logging trucks and everything else. They would have flipped if I'd have drove behind that semi with them in the car. I would have done it on purpose, of course, but I took a picture just like that, just to send to my daughter. So I figured, what the hell, we'll use it as a thumbnail tonight. How's everybody? This car leads to login. Sorry. And down the road from our shop, there big, huge lot they just cleared out, and that all used to be woods way back in the day. Found you live on my phone, having a hard time with the TV. Yeah, it's been so freaking hot. Got my slot mags on my truck. Hell yeah! You put up a picture, Dan? Send one to my email or something, and I'll share it. What up, bro? Man, I spent all that time making a fuss over a battery for that damn paint sprayer, and the damn thing broke. Ended up rolling and brushing it. Kind of felt defeated a little bit, but it is what it is. Hey, Mohawk. Miserable out there. I mean, it's not too bad the last few days. Today it got kind of humid. Your weed eater burned up tonight. Oh, God. That's why I got that Husqvarna gas. That sucker starts every time. It don't care what it's cutting. It's pricey, but it's a good one. Yeah, this weekend's going to be brutal. It's going to be in the mid 90s as temp. The old Ryobi, it's about 10 years old. Shoot, mine didn't last that long. Uh, we're probably going to have a index of probably 100 degrees this weekend. Danny Moy big time. I bought my first piece of steel equipment. Gotta Still gotta watch that because Still and Husky both have been relabeled as like Home Depot and Lowe's house brand, and they're junk. Hey Tom, just install over those on Durango cost $250. Are they quick disconnects? I hope not. I've got a Ryobi gas blower that I just put another carburetor on. So I found out that if you run, I got it from a steel dealer. Okay, good. Then it should be fine. But I found out that the regular gas that you mix for the two-stroke has too much ethanol in it for the two-stroke, and it leaves us film behind. To use the ethanol free with the two-stroke oil, or get the oil, that cuts out the ethanol or whatever. Because every time I pulled that carburetor apart, it was just like this nasty white film, like a sticker. You could peel it off. They said that's the ethanol. It doesn't mix with the two-stroke oil. So now I'll go up to what is that? The Circle K up the road from us has an ethanol free. One quick connect and 4 spring clamps. God dang. And of course, it's an Octopussy. Connects to multiple points. I've heard that the premix at the hardware store was bad. Yeah, I tried to premix one time and I'll never do it again. It screwed my stuff up. So from now on, I just take I've only got a 1 gallon gas can I use for two-stroke, because I don't use a whole lot of gas in the blower or the weed eater. But I get the no ethanol fuel and then mix it with the two-stroke. Same thing when I go fill up the boat. How many gallons I put in that tank, I use the ethanol additive two-stroke oil that kills all of the ethanol. Anybody else have a good return? Choke shaft seized. Is the thing entirely made of plastic? Digger, what up? The White Death, yeah. Just try to find the ethanol-free fuel to mix it. Otherwise, you need to get the oil additive with the, yeah. Man, there's a guy I was watching named Michael Michael's Small Engine Repair or something. He works on a bunch of that stuff. That'd be a good question for him. Old Mac. Well, I've got the bottle. Well, I got a big bottle that I pour the oil into for how many gallons of fuel that I put in, so I can just pour it right in the gas tank. And the ride over to the lake mixes it up good. Working on the Laguna tune right now, but listening in. Cool. Good to hear from you, Dylan. My stuff doesn't seem to mind a little ethanol. Some do, some don't. Alcohol and aluminum, bad combo. Race cars don't think so. Might be a good time to stock up on extra fuel in case refineries go up in flames in the Middle East. Yeah, we'll see. I know all that crap going on right now. Well, Hawk, how you feeling? You getting anything done? Stay. Our local gas station has rec fuel, no ethanol. Yeah. We've got the Circle K. I don't know. It's probably about a mile from me. It has ethanol free. Everyone else, except for Sheets, which is another probably mile that way or a mile this way, But the Sheetz gas station, they have an ethanol free also. Always had to flush the alcohol from kart racing engines at the end of the night. Beef and for. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Now I'm picking up what you're throwing down, Digger. Um, man, look up one of the new Circle K's or a Sheetz gas station. They've got ethanol free. Hey, Colleen. Not much. Change the lights in my new to me car. $80 for a tow light. So we had to put a headlight in a. Oh, what the hell was that? I can't remember what the hell it was, but it was a headlight assembly. It was $1,800 because it's all LED. Four-stroke Craftsman weed eater, which was stalling out on me a couple weeks ago. So I had one of those before I grenaded it, but all I did was just I got it running and sprayed carb cleaner through the carburetor, through the inlet or by the air filter, and cleaned it out. $3.40 a gallon for gas at the Shell near me. It's $2.98. About 20 miles from you. Yeah. No, not worth it. 20 miles away. But before I put my weed eater and blowers away, I normally take the Folger stuff, just like on the boat. I'll start it up and let it warm up, and then I'll spray it in the carburetor until it stalls out, and then I put it away. Old Mac is in Michigan. Ha! See, I didn't forget. I didn't say Canada this time. The hell, I can't remember how much it is here. I think it's like $3. Yeah, good job, thanks. Well, I mean, it's $3. My dad was no mechanic, but he was religious about running the lawnmower out of gas. Each fall, changing the oil was always ready to do in the spring. Well, what's cool about the new mowers, I've never had a brand new mower. I've always had hand me downs or, curb specials. And I couldn't find one going on 4 years ago now. So I went to Home Depot and got one of their Toro what was it? Quick Stow or something like that. I can't remember. But self-propelled, one pull start. All you do is add oil, and you never change it. You only add it if you need to. It says do not change it. So um, I did a plug the second year I had it. This year I looked at it and it still looked brand new, so I left it alone. Um, I put a little bit of stable in the fuel on my very last mow, and weird not to change it. I know that's the exact instructions, and there's no drain plug. 7.5 or 8.5 horse mulcher, self-propelled. It's nice. It wasn't interesting. Lady at O'Reilly's restoring her bad 70 Charger. She's going to need parts. If I had any, I always love to help out, but there's a lady that used to work at the liquor store up here at Manor Wine. Um, she has her dad's old Charger, but it's a 72, I think. I'd have to look again. Um, I was supposed to go and work on it this past winter, but then she disappeared working somewhere else, and I ran into her again about a month ago, and she hasn't had the money to do anything with it, but it's still sitting in her garage. And from what I've learned, it's not in real bad shape. It just needs to be running so she can drive it. Do they still have beer and wine drive-throughs up there? They do have. Yeah, a couple of them do actually. Yeah. Qmar, is that right? Qmar, how are you? JB, how the hell are you, buddy? Did you get the S10 fired up yet? Warehouse beer and wine. Man, I don't know. I know a few have gone under, but typically you can go get some beer. But the beer and the wine at the, what is it? Oh, hell. Old Charlie's drive through and Yum Yums, you can get beer and wine. But hard liquor, you got to go to the state stores. Blizzard's giving me big, e.g. me fits. Ooh. And weather sucks. Yeah. When I was watching the live where you and Lars were working on it, and it seemed like it was about there. Last time I was in South Carolina, I seen a near new 89-inch red Camaro RS, which ran up. It's a foam ball. Jesus. Wow. I've seen those kinds of accidents. That's kind of funny looking. Digger, where's Gopher at? Sounds about right. It's outside of Columbia. It was on the rear spoiler with the front of the hood against the pole. God dang. But I can just picture that. That's cool. Probably editing videos. Oh, okay. Gotcha. You haven't been in the shop for a while either. Are you doing his oil changes or something? Wow. You remember hearing about that Firebird police chase that ended on 675? You couldn't even tell that was a Firebird after that accident. He hit the concrete that I guess it almost looks like a pyramid that goes up, and then the highway's right here. He hit the concrete, ramped up that thing, and then hit, and his body slid out. I don't know. I think he slid around 50 yards on 675. It wasn't a chase. He passed the cop who didn't know what was going on. I worked with the kid's dad. Oh, ooh. Your old day job. Holy crap. A guy that is now dead he got a shot for COVID and he died from it. Complications, whatnot, whichever. Um, but he was driving his little 6-cylinder Mustang. Hey, Twisted, what's up, buddy? Um, but he was driving his Mustang down 675, and when he flew out of the car, he slid in front of his Mustang. It was freaky. See if I can't go back there and get that. Man, YouTube site is still catching up. What in the hell? Wow. Get. Oh my God. Hold on a second. Holy crap. Sorry. My mobile app has crashed on my phone. I can no longer access my YouTube channels. Or, oh crap, man. That sucks. Sweet Ouija. Thank you. Nice to see you. My buddy Randy got killed by his Honda Shadow. Wow. Was that so? Just recently, I don't know, probably a month ago, my daughter's boyfriend's best friend, he got sandwiched between another vehicle or a tree or something, and another car hit him when he spun out or something of them. I don't know. It was like a month or so ago. But the poor kid didn't make it. We had drunk ride up the halfway up. Whoa. Yes, he was on a motorcycle. April 10 breaks. Yeah, she is a new customer, and we talked, and we gave her my YouTube channel. She's been helping out and subbed and all that fun stuff. Yeah, if you look back, you'll see during Halloween, I had all of my animatronics, well, the ones I could fit in here, behind me as a back, drop, my background. I think she's trying to get her page back going again, correct? She's not automotive though. She does other things, but we support them all. I got a video editing program. It's called DaVinci. Yeah, it works good on TikTok. Prepping to bring back some long form. Heck yeah. Well, everybody will look you up and find you. And if you want, think you can post your link to your TikTok page here. I think. Pretty sure. Oh, cool. Okay. Thanks, Colleen. TikTok makes you subscribe. No, you just add her as a friend and you don't have to sub. Oh, you bet. Yeah, all the people here are very supportive. They're very cool. We don't no one throws any judgment around here except when it comes to cars. So and even then, most of them are supportive of it, regardless what brand or make they are. TikTok has never let me watch a video, maybe. I'm pissed off. No. What's up, Rich? No, I mean, you got to go in there and make your own page, but you don't have to post videos and you don't have to do anything like that. So, Dizzy. Oh, that guy. St. Clair Shores, Michigan must be bad with. Oh, yeah, I've heard about that old Mac. The Mayflies or whatever they're called. His name fits, it does. Not much, Rich, just same old thing. Trying to survive the heat. What technically makes a car a street car? There's a gray area between everybody's opinions on that. Um, Mine, as long as it's turn signals, headlights, taillights, brake lights, all that stuff, it's a street car. I've been told by many that my car is too much for the street, and I disagree. Plates and insurance, inability to survive a short trip. There you go, Dan. Summing up. They crashed your wedding night? Wow. Yeah, I saw those things covered cars. You couldn't even tell what kind of car they were. '89, 80% humidity. Ooh, wee. Yeah, we got up to like 85 or 86 today, and the humidity was up there. Actually, I think we were 90% because it was actually raining too, but it still didn't hit 100. Now, this weekend, we're going to be in the mid 90s and sun, no clouds. So we're probably going to be at 100-degree index. So we're going to go fishing really early Saturday morning, like 5, 6 a.m., fish for a couple hours and go home. Work on my daughter's car and probably stay in the house. Looks like a buzzer. Oh, you could hear whistles. Wow. It's August and June. Yeah, that's no shit. Yeah. I mean, tomorrow they're talking about 84 and rain again. Our AC guy is coming to look at the AC again in the shop. He says it's full, but it's just not running, so we got to figure out why. It's really nice. You get a car in the shop and close the door, and you got the air on. Oh man, it's nice. I've never worked in a shop with AC, except for Jason's garage. He put a little window unit in the garage, and if you keep it closed and running overnight, man, it cools down nice in there. More rain, yeah. You probably could early, Dan. I don't think it was supposed to rain until the afternoon. If 6% recycled was on, he could show them live. Yeah. He he said he was stuck in the house because of them. Yeah, Dan, if you can get out and mow it first thing in the morning, you should be fine. As a former late sleeper, I try to avoid power. Oh, Dan, come on. It's been so bad years past that I would get up at 6 a.m., mow my grass, then shower and go to work just to get dirty all over again. It's because it was going to be 95 degrees that day, and I didn't want to mow the grass when I got home. It's hell mowing grass at 95 degrees. It's hot as hell. It'd be different if I had a rider that did, 15 miles an hour, but no, I got a little push mower and I'm baking. I think JB and I are waiting for the ark to float by. Yeah, I know. When I lived in Norwood, something. Well, it's nice to get it done early when it's cool rather than sweating your gonads off. My mower, you really can't hear run. I mean, it's quiet. You can hear it, but it's not overly loud. It's not like starting the Camaro up before I leave somewhere. That rattles everybody's windows. Love working in the morning, but try to avoid making too much noise too late. Man, typically, I've got other neighbors that get up early and mow too. Um, Even if they make noise, it doesn't bother me. It's like when they were started my doing my roof at 7 a.m. No one got mad because I was getting my roof done. Yeah, I moved and washed my car in the rain because it was cooler. I can see that. I only ever washed my car in the rain, but I have mowed in the rain before. When I was doing up my truck a couple mornings, I was out there in the driveway starting at 7 a.m. Cool. Well, when it's going to be hotter than hell out, that's the best time to do it because during the day, I've been watching Metal Art Customs on my phone. Impala Metal Art Customs. If I have to look at Metal Art Customs. Oh, I have seen him before. Safe on water. Just try carrying a ladder at 2 a.m. in someone's backyard, trying not to wake up anybody. Nice long aluminum ladder banging into everything. Man, sometimes I don't mind so much, but other times I'm like, no, I want to relax, and that's not relaxing. Just like Saturday, when we get back from fishing, my daughter's going to be here. We're going to pull her car underneath my awning to get out of the sun, and I've got two box fans that we'll put in the driveway and on the back patio to keep the bugs off of us and try to keep us cool. Fiberglass ladder, aluminum. Yeah. I don't. I don't think I ever carried my aluminum ladder when it was storming. or playing with electricity, so I don't have to worry about that. Every time I tried to shower in the rain, it stopped raining as soon as I got the shower. Go figure. Keeps raining there. Yeah. You did it with both. Okay. It comes to bubble gum and adjust valves. And bubble gum. Well, I know what you're doing then. How the hell are you, John? Is that old hard bubble gum? I'm here, got a pizza in the oven and some beach plants on your desk. What? I tried showering in the rain once, but neighbor kept whistling at me. I can't drink beer and cut grass anymore. That's why I'm out. Oh, uh. So what beach, John? Beach plants. Fill me in. I don't think I've ever tried to shower in the rain, so I remember when the girls were little, I'd take them outside and splash in the puddles and that kind of stuff. But oh, let our friends Jay and Jason try some old bubble gum at my friend's shop. It has a consistency of concrete. Ouch. Did you ever figure out how that old HRA John Woman 500 on sands of Daytona? Worked on a big RV yesterday. Exhaust from turbo down to muffler. Yuck. You could shower that. Well, I don't. It doesn't last long enough for me to try. This is your high school principal. They moved to Myrtle Beach years ago. Oh wow. Yeah, my principal never liked me. Colleen, I'd be right over, but I'm too drunk already. Today was an O2 VW Beetle Turbo. That was fun. O2 Beetle Turbo. O2 Beetle. Was it a diesel? I just realized now that I'm older than I was in high school. John, you said you never drink, but it sounds like you took a drink before that statement. Oh, then he was. Sorry. Okay. Sorry. That was my fault. I have yet to ever take a drink of alcohol. I'm sorry. I'm not judging. I don't know of maybe one other person that has never had a drink of alcohol. Missing out. You're not. And you're not missing out. I should take up drinking. Just don't go overboard. John, have you got to play with your duster at all or no? Wait a minute. Is it a duster? What was it? Mobile app is the issue I logged in. That is weird. Dart. Yeah. I don't know. We hadn't talked about it so damn long. I can't remember. I'm a drunk, not an alcoholic. All times good meetings. Liam Neeson is doing a remake of Naked Gun. Really? That'll be interesting. I just took a huge drink of ruby red grapefruit. Ugh. My dark sport is patiently rotting. I mean, waiting for me. Yeah, I know. I spent some time with mine the last couple of weekends, and I've almost got my steering done. Uh, got all the wirings squared away for the tail lights and everything, and then found that I was going through my turn signals. I hit the left turn signal, and it turned the ignition on. I'm like, whoa, did stop. So unplugged the turn signal switch, and a wire had rubbed raw and chafed the aluminum part of the housing of the steering column. So I said and figured instead of rebuilding that column, I'll just go ahead. Ouch. I'll go ahead and rebuild that tilt column with the electronic steering, put it all in, be done with all that mess. Ruby red squirt with gin, and it sounds good. High mile column? Probably. I mean, it's been in there since I've owned the car. I used to drive the shit out of it. Uh, I'd say it's probably the original turn signal switch. So that's why I said to hell with it. I'll just pull it and put this tilt column in after I paint it. My 68 is waiting on me to buy parts and play a mechanic. Aren't we all? If you drink enough grapefruit juice, your taste buds will find a little sweetness there in it. Yeah, I really don't need to do a whole lot to my car other than that fix my steering and then my door panels, and the car's ready. It runs. I just got to fix that column. When I put a new turn signal switch by bin side, have fished 8 wires down the column 4 at a time. Now, mine are all hooked together in that real long plastic, I don't know, connector, as I guess you would call it. All the pins are exposed. And I had to put the terminals in the old connector. Yeah, I don't have to do that anything like that in mine. There's a really nice plastic sleeve that everything goes down into on the tilt column. On my other column, it was like non-existent. But yeah, finally got the switch. I got all the rebuild parts for the column and everything. I bet you I had 4 extra sets of keys for that car, and I'm now down to 2 because I rekeyed the whole car. Trunk lock got messed up when they tried to steal it years and years ago. The door locks got screwed up, so got a whole new door lock, trunk, glove box kit, and then a new ignition lock cylinder. And it's all GM stuff, so it's got brand new GM keys. It's not the aftermarket soft, whatever metal the new keys are made out of are trash. They wear out in no time. Gotta have the tilt all the way down in the second gen. I mean, it's nice that I'll be able to put the tilt up to get out. You know, my legs are 1.5 miles long. Oh, what's up, man? How the hell are you? Don, what's happening? I just need to finish welding, put in tubs. We in high rise, 750 back on. Put a radiator in, put a battery in, interior in, and at least a 391 rear. Okay. And a pair of Traeger SS's. Oh, that sounds pretty. Yeah, they didn't offer that for my car. The only thing that's different is the ignition key. Everything else is the same, glove box and all. So my Bobby's calling me out with his 442, so I got to get it going here soon so we can go take those for a rip. And he says if I beat the 442, then I got to race his buddy's other car. But then another guy that's there, what the heck's his name? I can't remember his name. He's got a Chevy SS with the LS in it. He wants to run me, but he doesn't have enough tire to hook. Hey, Wendy. Oh, and super stock springs. I almost put a set of those on my car until I found the cow tracks. Damn it, what Tony? I think his name is. I can't remember. But anyway, he's got a Chevy SS. I want to. So do I. That's why it's there. There. SSP Police Mustang used a single key and I have an SSP deck, but I've seen those. That's nice. And the first gen Camaros, they have a door lock and ignition lock kit for it that's one key. Or the third gen they have, but they don't have for second gen. And of course, from then on, it's always a single key. Yeah, it's just like the Holden, but this thing's pretty nasty. They've got a huge, big old bump stick in this thing, and it idles. It sounds very, very intimidating. Police used some third gen Camaro. Yeah, they did. And Firebirds. I actually, way back when, before I started working at Beaver Creek Auto, I worked at Gallagher Tire here in Dayton, and they did all of the Riverside police cars, tires, tune-ups, oil changes, everything. And I got to put tires on that TA, and I drove it back to the Riverside police station, and that car was fast. And it had a bunch of tunes done to it, bigger injectors, bigger camshaft, but damn, it was fun. Still debating on whether to put 4-speed or keep it auto. Man, that's all personal preference. If you have the option to make a 4-speed, make a 4-speed. If you don't feel like shifting it, put an automatic in it. But yeah, and then I got to ride back in the police car, and I had to ride in the back because there was no room in the front, and I didn't like that. I was not cool with that. No, it was not undercover. It was an actual police car, but painted for Dare. So that, against drugs thing. South Carolina Highway Patrol got Camaro high-speed pursuit vehicles. Well, they have too. They're chasing everything. I haven't ridden in front of a police car since the 80s. Should I asked for cuffs? Pass. I'd already been cuffed before, so I didn't need that again. Well, it's really bad now is the new police cars with the way they have the back seats. I can't even fit in the son of a bitch. So if I get cuffed and stuffed, and they'll have to ask for another car. And a drive next Bill Brook. 78 Nova? That's cool. Had an old friend that passed a cop that was in a high-speed chase in the car he was chasing with his 76 Dart. Now, I remember watching, I don't know, TV shows, documentaries, and things like that, and they'd showed all the old cop cars and stuff. How does everyone feel about flying cars? The only flying cars I've seen is ones coming off ramps. So, I'm hi Danny. That Nova had to have had 256 or something. Oh yeah, yeah. Well, she's talking about the the future is, they're coming around thinking they're going to have all these flying cars. And back in the, what was it, the 80s, Ridley hears me talking and clapping. Pretty little grandbaby. But back in like 85, they were saying that how by 2020, they had planned on having flying cars. The flying car aspect, I don't think that's going to be anything. It's going to be in the next 30, 40 years, I don't think, other than drones. Yeah. Okay. I see, Danny. Doug build over PD chief, and I went off in high school with them. Didn't know them at all. Okay. Gage fed her baby food, and she spit it. Wow, that sucks. Alabama has a couple of Corvettes set up to catch Hayabusas 200. Shoo-wee! I know Arizona, Alabama, and all of them, they don't have a cutoff point as far as car chases where everybody else does. They don't. They don't care. They'll just run them until they find them. Flying cars would just help Darwin effect go faster. Danny, send me a picture of Ridley. I was cooking dinner and all I could do was laugh because it's just going to get worse. So, yeah. You sneezed when I was feeding you carrots as a baby and it got all over me. Oh my God. As a car leaving cars and coffee in 3D. Yeah, the whole flying car thing, I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. They got the drones that'll carry people. The quadcopter type thing. But as far as an actual flying car, I don't think there is one yet. But regardless, they're going to break two. Not going to see me in one. I've got a few cars airborne. Same. I got some airtime in my Camaro a few times. Long time ago. Garber Road between Old Salem and 48. Oh yeah. Yeah, all the good jumps been smoothed out. The old Fairfield Road, as you used to be able to pull up to 35. All of that's pushed, or actually they stopped it at the creek now, and then just built 30 or Fairfield over 35. But that jump, that was big air. I loved it. No, I've got Morgan, my 3-year-old grandbaby, and then my other niece's two twins that are up there playing, running around like hooligans. So that's all that noise. There we go. Man, this camera, you can't do close ups. And my phone's messed up too. So if you can't tell. Cunningham Road in Indiana Hill. Yeah. Well, even um, the hill right there by Kmart at Burkhart and Woodman, they softened that one up too, where you can't get no. Well, if you go fast enough, you can, but before you can get some good air. Ever see the jump of that '78 Buick LeSabre 2-door? I don't know. Oh, the one where they're hauling ass and jump and clear like 100 yards. Yeah, not quite 100 yards, but yeah, that's what you're talking about. So that baby was the one that used to bring in here, and I would show her, but they moved out. So tell Mohawk to send his rain up this way. We have a serious drought going on. Careful what you ask for, old Mac. And flying forever, yeah. Yep, I've seen that one. I miss the baby appearances too. Morgan, when she goes to bed, she'll say hi for a minute, but I miss having Ridley around. But I'll get to see her Saturday. Yeah, he is hauling it on. Yeah. I also like the ones where they've got all those off-road um, truck shows that you can just take whatever you have and just run it across this track. I want to do that so bad. That video is that phone. YouTube was cool, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's no kidding. Tom, have you had anything weird at work? I meant to ask you that earlier if you had any oddball shit you had to come in. YouTube is still kind of cool, but a little. Yeah, they've added too many no nos. Can't have as much fun no more. They limit us to all kinds of different stuff. Or even any work related practical jokes. So, Bobby, we've got to, I'll have to video it one day. So, he took I think it was an antifreeze jug, like a Prestone antifreeze jug, stuck his blowgun in it, and just blew this thing until it popped. Man, it made the freaking shop shake. What's up, Don?
Hey, it's quicker than texting.
I got a visitor.
How come every time you jump on, a baby comes?
Look at him.
They must be looking for you one.
Hi.
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 Can I have this?
Oh, no, you can't.
Yes.
What?
I get this.
Can you get what?
And
That?
what?
I see it.
It's a roaster.
It's a roadster?
Yeah. Can you open it, please? Open it. Thank you. It's a truck.
No, it's a dragster.
Yeah.
Don't crush it.
Wow. Mom.
Her and she's thoughts are gonna get her in a minute. I'm gonna get in your big
Yeah, she does
bed.
love that car, but if I let her have it, dude, she will destroy that thing.
Morgan.
Danny
I'm
says
gonna
hi.
get in your big girl bed.
They always wreck their first one anyway. So
So, bye. Good night.
see ya.
Good night. This is
Love-
her old Mac. I just keep it here so she can't break it. She has 200 Hot Wheels.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them Hot
You can't
Wheels. out
find
there.
those anymore.
You ain't shopping at the Dollar Tree. We got shitloads.
The funny cars?
The Hot Wheels.
Just Hot Wheels, not some.
Oh, yeah. We got a crap load of those, but the dragster.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Let me
Yeah.
see.
Put it back up there. Put it back
Hold
up
on.
there. Ron.
Get it back open.
I don't know if we get any of them.
You'd have to look.
I know a guy comes in once a week and he digs through all the Hot Wheels before they even get on the shelf because he digs the good ones out.
Yeah. Yeah, Parts America, Western Auto. That's what I'm saying. You can't find these things anymore. If they made those supports out of metal,
I don't know about that.
I don't know. She'd probably find a way. She's a kid.
Right?
Vroom, vroom, vroom. Get on 140. Oh, really?
What do they cost brand new?
2 something.
A piece.
No, set.
I guess they would come in a set, huh? What if you only need one?
Ooh.
Had family reunion last weekend in West Virginia.
Yeah.
Scored valve
Heck
cover.
yeah. Is that the wrinkle finish ones?
Yeah.
Oh, I love those.
They're brand used. They were put on a set of heads, but the motor was never ran.
Oh, nice. So they don't even have the oil etched into the aluminum yet.
Well, the inside's not as clean, but it still has that oil. I don't know. Does oil evaporate over time if these are on a head for like 2 years? There's got to be
So-
some kind of condensation.
Maybe they come
Possible.
with like an oil on them.
No,
Aluminum's porous regardless, so it'll suck up the oil.
I know. Well, I
When I
scrubbed
had-
them earlier. It's like I was drying them off, and the water kept coming. It's like, what are these things
So if you-
bleeding?
If you put it in the oven on a pan at like 200 degrees, all the oil will bake out of it. But
Yeah.
you're going to put them on the motor and it's going to do it again.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna say, you ain't putting that in
I
my
just
oven.
wanted this side to look nice.
Maybe we can
Oh, yeah.
amplify. But it ain't going in my oven.
Oh well, another piece closer to the puzzle.
Old
Actually,
Mac,
we're
they
going-
have gaskets that are like a 1/4 inch thick, the cork ones, that they don't leak.
That's what I'm going with, the court.
I've had those 5/32 and 1/4 inch, and man, they're so freaking thick. You tighten them down, they're completely fine. What's up, Rich?
Hey, what's going on there, Rob? How you doing, Don?
Oh, Rich.
I just forgot to stop in. I haven't been able to even work on the 57. It's been raining here so much.
I know. It's
what I
raining right
hear.
now.
Same
So I'm
here.
pretty much just like just staying inside because every time I turn around, I go out that door and it's like miserable out.
Yeah, the news guy last night said we've had rain, measurable rain last 36 out of 45 days.
Yeah.
And from May to June, if it would have been snow, it would have been 70 inches to 100 inches of snow if it would have been snow.
Well,
Well,
it's not
it's 100 out here, so
that's all right. It's supposed to be in the 90s this week, so it'll dry that rain up.
yeah, that'll be fine.
And we're gonna have like 4 or 5 days with no rain, and it's supposed to be hotter than hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's right.
90 is the low part of the week.
Yeah.
Call for
Yeah,
like
that'll be-
94 on Wednesday or some shit.
What's Uncle Sonny's weather?
Uncle Sonny's weather. Oh, look, rain forecast.
Oh, Mac, man, I had to sit on my car for, I don't know, 6-8 years. Okay, good night. Love you.
Good night.
And I never had a problem with mine. I can't put those kind of valve covers on. Scamp, they hit the master cylinder. Damn.
89 Saturday, 92 Sunday.
Rain drying up these mass humidity at least.
89 Saturday. What
Yeah.
about Friday?
83 sunshine.
Dan, are you in Hamilton? If I remember right. So I got some super tall valve covers on my engine, but I got tons of room for activity under my hood. And you
Yeah.
could drop a big block in my car and still have room.
Not so much a case on mine. He, had
I don't
to,
think
he
you
cut he cut the inside of the saying the hood's nothing but a skin. And then he left the framework, just cut everything else out. He epoxied down the center rib of the hood. There's a metal rod fiberglassed in for rigidity. Still works, so it hasn't lifted yet.
Clifton. Oh, okay. So you're not that far.
He's by.
By the zoo, yeah. Yeah, we're going to be making a weekend event. Probably I think the second or last week of July. We're making a big round trip to Newport in the zoo, and Children's Museum, and all that stuff all weekend long.
Cool.
Don't
It was a
rain.
good time last time.
No, Wendy said. Hope don't
Wendy
rain.
said if it don't rain.
When? Oh, the week of July? Is that what you're talking about? Don,
What? I'm sorry.
you talking about, was she talking about that week we go?
Yeah,
The zoo.
the zoo.
If it does, it does. There's still inside places.
I know. It's just this rain. It's hard to get away from the rain, even in conversation.
My engine isn't connected.
If I
To
put
the
a
cable.
pull up right now, I would have. If I would have put a pull up and
I think we talked about that before Mohawk and
It had a bunch.
elephant ears.
I'm not sure how mine's connected. I'm curious to see.
Well, I think someone's been in Mohawks and done a bunch of other shit. It's like They put a
Yeah.
motor plate in it or something, and I think they mounted it too high.
I don't know. So I'm gonna have to pull this motor and tranny here in the next couple weeks.
Yeah.
It's June already. So I'm going to Ohio this weekend, Cleveland.
Back to your uncles or whatever.
Yeah, they're at we're staying there, but it's Marty's Hot Rod Garage. We're putting my motor together this weekend.
Okay. Where are they at?
That's in LaGrange,
Okay.
Ohio. It's between Elyria and Norwalk.
Okay.
I think if anything, I'm just going to be doing some fishing. That'll be it.
I'm doing fishing Saturday morning.
Yeah. We got
Mohawk,
nice
is
little-
there an engine plate on the front and the back? So one by the water pump and then one by the transmission?
Hell happened there?
My brother Jeremy built one
Yeah,
like that, man.
that
It
way,
was
yeah.
sick, solid.
Hold on. Check. Ronnie had one.
Maybe that tickle you. Maybe it's
Maybe.
in there.
I don't know.
Oh, if it was in there, that would probably be swollen. If the head was in there.
Front and rear is optimal. Yeah, it is. Do you have a video on the Mohawk? I want to see it.
I got a bunch of new hand towels at work yesterday. Good thing, because they're going up.
I heard.
I didn't get the ones that stick to your hands.
Good.
Oh, I didn't have a hell no. It's like I did laundry over the weekend. I said, where the hell's all my hand towels? It fucking like disappeared. And I know Paul had to throw 2 out.
Well, anyway,
I think I still have this. I put solid mounts on mine.
I don't know. I don't even know how Uncle Sonny got this thing in there. I'm going to find out. I know he butchered on the K member a little bit. Had to clear the oil filter and
Right. Yeah, I was told I need to put a solid transmission mount in there too, but I haven't. I just got one of those energy suspension transmission mounts. What's up, Lars?
hello, Lars.
I don't have one on the back. Just the stock style solid trans mount. Okay. Huh.
Going
I'd
to the
like
strip club, Rich.
What?
Going to the strip club.
I got to put this away in my strong box. Be right back.
That's a stat. That makes me wonder if they're all ones.
On my fingers. So I put rubber mounts back in. Ah, old Mac, have fun
Right.
with it. I recommend engine mounts match trans mounts. So you think I ought to go with a solid transmission mount too?
Hello, Levi.
Especially if you're launching the
In
car.
the car.
I have a solid mount for it. I just never put it in.
I said I'm curious what my motor mounts will look like under there.
Yeah.
I mean, this is back then. All you had was a torch in the welder.
Do all solid raw rubber mounts, no in between. A lot of broken bell housings happen that way.
Understandable.
Well, I'm not putting down the power. You are, Dylan. I've seen some destroyed transmissions before. I mean, that polyurethane mount does give some, but it's not solid. So maybe I will change it. I remember your brother telling you that about how mismatched engine and training mounts can lead to a cracked training housing. I don't remember that, Dan. I'm glad you can.
Right.
A lot happened since then, so it's hard for me to remember everything, especially with everything I got
That's understandable, though. Either you make it rigid or you make it flexible.
on a live several months ago. And that's a good possibility. And that's probably why I have that solid mount sitting in the brand new package that I never put on. Rich, what was that lasagna you made last week? I used to snap mounts all the time, hated sitting at a red light, and all of a sudden the motor goes 6,500. You had mechanical linkage. I've heard horror stories about that. Good to hear, Lars. What did I miss? All good here. Okay. I used solid mounts and engine strut rods off transmission, but never used a solid transmission mount ever. I think you said that you already had the mount even back then. I want to say I've only had this mount this year. It was probably January, February I got this mount. So that's probably why I got it. But never had a chance to work on it because I was working on everybody else's cars. We'll have to put on a cooking show.
Done.
I think I can have like 6 people on. We can all
Hey, John Wilburn, look what
throw
I
in
scored.
a recipe or two.
He's in now. He just came. I cooked lasagna.
See?
yesterday.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah.
That put some extra love in that one, huh? All right. Well, it is 10 o'clock, people. So I've only ever had one mount separate on me in my old cooler. Man, I put a cheapo motor mount in my Silverado like 2 years ago, and it's already broke.
I can't ask when Rich can on the
It's been blocked for years.
Oh, it's nice seeing y'all again.
Yeah, Don, take it easy. Sorry about last week. I had people over and didn't have time to jump on. Later, Lars.
Hey, Chicken's busy.
Later, Dylan. Just get back with me and let me know about your AC, buddy. So, Don, have a good week. Rich, take it easy. We'll meet again
I'm having a great week.
Tuesday. Yeah, we need to set that up there again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Don, you made your bed.
I'd say. Of course, the porous aluminum.
Yeah.
That's all right, as long as it don't leak. I don't care how porous it is.
That's still a pretty valve cover. I like those.
Yeah, well, I didn't want to use factory. valve covers.
John
Yeah.
says I will adjust my valves on my lasagna.
Yep, saying went to the reunion, scored the valve covers. All you
Hell
got to do is
yeah.
ask around.
That's the way it's supposed to happen, not a marriage, right?
And I'm like, what the hell did you bring home this time?
You did not. You didn't bitch once. I was surprised.
I seen that box out of the porch. What the fuck is that?
It's valve cover.
I thought it was cast iron fucking pans or something.
Cast aluminum.
Yeah.
No, it was convenient because I got them off my second cousin. Because I just asked, you know how people talk cars when you get together. Asked him if he had any valve covers. Yeah, I got some of those Mopar Performance black finned. It's like, yeah, they're over at Dad's house, and I was going to Dad's house in the evening to get a shower anyway. It's like when I rolled in, he had them sitting on the porch.
What's up, Renegade?
All right.
All right, well, I better get off here and get in the shower. So, thanks for everybody stopping in. I will be back next Tuesday. So,
Yeah, you're pretty regular.
I just, every once in a while kind of thing.
I know.
So,
All right, we'll see
you guys
you
have a
next
good week, and we will catch you on next Tuesday. Later, Don. Later, everybody.
Later, Rob.
See you, Wendy.